All right, so I'm Ron Stancill with the Gatekeepers. This is Lenny Ramm. He's another gatekeeper. I just want to talk about the importance of groups, of true brotherhood, true men's groups. Lenny has been in our group. Our group's been going almost 3 years now. Lenny came in, I believe, 3 months, maybe 2 months, something like that after we'd started.
Yeah.
Give or take.
I think I was at the 4th or 5th.
So a month and a half in, something like that.
Yeah.
The reason I wanted to talk with Lenny today is not to put anybody else down, not saying people don't grow, that's not what I'm talking about, but I've seen more growth in Lenny than I have in any other person I think I've been in other groups or this group with. This is a guy that was new to faith, very new. He said he had a lot of questions. So, what's some of the questions? What got you to come to group first?
Yeah, so the reason I wanted to come to group, basically, I was at a point in my life where I was engaged. I was getting ready to be married, and I knew that I wanted to start a family, do all these things. I just wanted to be intentional and want to be the man that God had called me to be as a husband and as a father eventually. And I didn't know how to do that. I wasn't well versed enough in the Bible, and really I'm still not, but working on it. I didn't know the avenues to take basically to be the man that I wanted to be, or that my wife or my kids would want me to be. So I was looking for basically a group of men that I could take information from, take lessons from, that had been through it, and that I could look up to. And I found that in the Gatekeepers 100%, and in Ron especially. I grew up without a good father figure. My dad passed away when I was 2 years old, very young, so I don't really have any memory of him. And I had a stepdad for a number of years that was absent physically and absolutely absent as a father. So I never really had that connection with a man. And I'm just thankful for the group, for sure, because it really showed me what a man's supposed to be and allowed me to gather my own thoughts and information on that.
So one of the things we talk about at group is roles and responsibilities. A lot of guys say, what a man's supposed to be. So if you could sum it up, just a short little thing, what would you say this is what a man is supposed to be?
Short version, Jesus. A man's supposed to be like Jesus. And that's maybe the easy answer, but it's also the only answer. I mean, it's the only thing, the only person that we should look to. And as long as a person that you're doing life with is pointing you toward Jesus, I think you found the right person to have as a role model as well.
Awesome. So for a guy that's looking for a group, we have a ton of groups, but what would you say, if you could describe the Gatekeepers, what separates that group from the other groups for you?
It's brotherhood, 100%. I know that we always say we're not just a Bible study, that we're a brotherhood of men doing life together, and we read the Bible.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys find a group that it may be the Gatekeepers, it could be a Monday night group, it might be a Tuesday morning group. Find a group. Don't care which group it is, but find one that you can be authentic, transparent, and that is pushing you to grow and also pushing you to lead your family to bring them along on this journey.
Yep.
I'm a firm believer, like Lenny said, that be like Jesus. You should. And that's the hard answer, and that's also the easy answer. You know, you should be the provider, the protector, and the prophet of your family. You should be leading your family to Christ, teaching them about Christ, protecting your family, and that's not just if a guy broke in. That's protecting spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and providing for your family physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I believe this world is broken, and everybody says it all the time. And I've talked to these guys at group a lot, and prayed for a long time about it. Kept asking them, why is the world the way it is? And my answer was men. We're not doing what we're called to do. So,
and as men, we have the greatest influence on the world around us. So we really need to be careful how we lead, and just make sure that that everything's coming down the line from above.
that's you know, I've heard it said many, many times. I've used this at group also. When this is good, this will be good. So just make sure you're leading from the front. You should be the first one to do things. Whether it's pray, read the Bible, whatever it is, you're the one leading your family. You're not being a dictator and pointing from the back and telling them what to do. You need to be leading. Be willing, be vulnerable to do stuff. And don't be afraid to share. Whatever group you go to, find a group that is genuine, and it's a brotherhood where what is said there stays there. We all have baggage, but when you find a group of guys that you can tell anything to, it's freeing. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I have, you know, we always say pick your 8. We talked about that tonight at the Reignite. I was fortunate enough, I said yes to God, and He blessed my 8 and turned it into 16, 24, now over 40. There's a group of guys I know in the Gatekeepers that I can call them any time of the night, any day, and they'd be there for me. And I'm the same way with them. So find you a group, invest in that group, because they're going to invest in you. All right?
100%.
Love you, man.
Love you.